Welcome back. Welcome back to ThinkSmart TV. I want to thank everybody who have subscribed, who has subscribed, who shares my videos. Man, I love you for that. Even if you don't do it, I love you anyway. But please like, share, and subscribe. Please. But let's break down this. By the title you see, the Pledge of Allegiance. If you have forgotten it, I will repeat it. But let's talk about it. Let's talk about the Pledge of Allegiance. If you grew up in the 90s, the 80s, 70s, whatever, and probably before then, I didn't go back and do all the history when they stopped doing it. But I know in elementary school, we had to stand up, put our hand over our heart, and we had to pledge to a flag that didn't even, what can I say? A flag that does not represent me as an African American. But they told us it did. But there was a lot of lies in the Pledge of Allegiance. I do love where I am from. Let's not cut that. I do. I just don't know if we are the most free anymore, based off the last 20 years, 25 years of my life and what I've seen growing up. It's not fulfilling. It's not fulfilling. So the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic, listen to these words, and to the republic for which it stands, our nation, under God, reference to the Lord God Almighty, indivisibly, with liberty and justice for all. Yeah, let's break this thing down. Pledging. When you pledge something, when you sincerely pledge something, it is an honor. It is a privilege. It is actually your choice to pledge it, if you so choose. But they use the word pledge, which is okay. So pledge, right? Allegiance. Come on, y'all. Allegiance to a flag under the country that we're from, or in and born in. All of us migrated here. The only people that was here before us was the Indians, which we understand that land was stolen from the Pilgrims. We'll get on that in a minute. But we pledge allegiance to a flag that represents the United States of America. Remember that. So it goes in talking about the republic. Are we a republic? Truly. You have Democrats and you have Republicans. Republicans comes from republic. Republic. Power held by the people for the people. Is that still a true statement to this day? That is a question. I want you to leave your comments below. Republic. The definition of republic is not what is pushed, and people don't educate themselves on what it is. A republic. Are we truly a republic? Are we for the people? For our rights? For our justice? I'm moving a little bit too here. Let me not go. Power held republic. Power held by the people for the people. Right? One nation. One nation. Under God. Do we still believe that today? I do. I believe that we are one nation under God. But the beginning of that is a little bit questionable. A republic. Remember, republic. For the people. For the people. Power. Held by the people. For the people. Are we still there? I'm just educating you on this if you didn't ever break it down. All right. So one nation under God. Indivisible. If you don't know what that means, which I know most of you do, but let me break it down. Indivisible, unable to be divided or separated. Indivisible, unable to be divided or separated. I almost want to fall back in my chair because this pledge, I guess that's the reason why they stopped letting people say it, because we are definitely separated. We are definitely divided by a lot of things. You choose one. Indivisible with liberty. What liberties do we have? Some, not all. Liberties. What liberties do we have as a people? What is liberties? What is liberty? What is liberties? In New York, they got the Statue of Liberty. It's the state of being fear, people. Excuse me. The state of being free without fear. But they want to put fear. That's what I wanted to say. They want to put fear in you. The state of being free. That's what liberties are. That's what liberty is. Having liberties, the state of... Oh, come on, man. I don't want to have to break it down like we in second grade. But you understand. But I just want to break this down to the adult mind, to the thinking mind, to the one that's going to listen. One nation under God, indivisible, with liberties and justice for all. For all. Justice for all. Do we have equal fairness and justice for all? Is that a true statement? Let's break this thing down. This is what us as kids grew up on. But I've never seen it. Even when I study history, I've never seen liberties or liberty and justice for all. Equally. Fairness. Come on, man. That is one of the... I don't want to call it it was a pledge. It was one of the most falsely used pledges that we stood up and said, I'm not against our country. Not by far. We are fighting for fairness now. But we're in a country that said that they would fight for our fairness. They will adhere to us being free, to us being one nation under God. Got my little notes right here, and it's not many, but it's enough. I didn't have to say too much. The Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisibly, with liberty and justice for all. Need I say more? Break that down. Go back, look at it, break it down, and ask yourself, have we been true to ourselves in this country as a whole? Is this the country that people can come and be free? Totally free. Free. Now, free is a big word, huge word. I do believe in laws and restrictions. You need that because there needs to be order. In everything, there needs to be order. When I say free, and I say justice, and I say liberty, and I say indivisible, there's things that come with that. And I don't think it's been fair. I don't think this has totally been a union led by the people, for the people, for the people, for the benefit of the people, not to destroy people, not to bring people down, not to hold people back. People sometimes ask me, they say, well, Joe, are you a Democrat or are you a Republican? And I'll tell you again And I'll tell you who's watching this, I am a Joe. And that's who I am. I don't have a favorite. Why don't I have a favorite? Because I feel like on the other side of the party, let's say Democrats, there are things that are held back. There's no independence in that. It's more so with your hand out. You can get it yourself. You got to put in the work, but you shouldn't be looking for no handouts. Assistance is one thing. Handouts is another. Republican, get in it your way. Put it in the hard work. Not afraid of trying. Not afraid of doing. Not afraid of working hard for what you believe and what you want. Say, well, you are independent. I'm a Joe. I am a Joe. So much that can be said about this thing, man. But I just want to share just those words with you. And I wonder if you, my friend, have ever just thought about that and really looked at the wording. The words mean a lot. Words are powerful. Look at the wording. Check it out. Research it. Go check out how it's defined. And do you define it the same way? I want you to be greater. I want you to help yourself. I don't want you to be a rebel, a negative rebel. I want you to be a rebel that loves God's people and want the best for everybody. We deserve it. You are a conqueror. You're not a murderer. Not an evil person unless you choose to be. So my question is, what do you choose? Who do you choose to be? That is your legacy. That is your legacy. How important is your legacy to you? And I'll leave it right there. As always, I salute the divinity in you, and we will see you next time on ThinkSmart TV.